Remember, the information is undeniable.
Right.
The goal is to get it out there as much and as often as you can.
Okay.
It's undeniable.
Okay.
I mean, you almost, to actually hear all that information and not work with you, you almost kind of have to be an idiot.
Yeah. Yeah. And I think part of what I've run into is I've got a combination of, well, first of all, I haven't talked to enough attorneys. That's the main problem. So I'm just need to make my list and start working a list.
I tell you, truthfully, the real problem is everybody thinks that they can do something one time and immediately flip the switch and get all the business. That's the real
Yeah.
problem.
Yeah.
They don't realize you're trying to create a relationship, and everybody's not going to just drop every damn thing they do in their life and everybody they do in their life to immediately start dealing with you.
Yeah.
That's the real problem. So it takes a lot of contacts just to get your name in front of them, the awareness, all that stuff. And
Right.
the only person it doesn't, for the most part, are the C attorneys, but that it can sometimes with the C attorneys. But definitely with the B or A attorneys, they got a life, they got stuff going on, they've got long-term relationships. They're
Right.
not just going to drop everything because you sent them a postcard.
Right.
That's why it has to be weekly. There's got to be a little bit of information going out on the problem solution a little bit every week. So they just keep seeing your name with these problems
Yeah.
and start getting more and more familiar with you. And then eventually they click on it, they listen to you, they watch it. That's how it just kind of comes up. And then there's an offer.
Yeah. The offer.
I say it all the time. How many of you guys watched one of my videos one time and called me and joined?
Yeah. No.
Nobody.
Yeah.
Hell, some of you guys watched, over 100 of my videos on YouTube and, over a year before you even called.
Yeah.
But you expect one contact with one attorney and then you get all his referrals.
Right.
That's
Y-
the real problem. You don't
Right.
have a sense you don't have a sense of the dynamics of contacts and awareness.
Yeah. Yeah. I've even if I hadn't talked to somebody who had worked with you and I saw your videos, I'd be like, okay, just because of what I've gone through with consultants,
Yeah.
and Facebook ads every 2 seconds for chiropractor stuff. It's like,
Yeah.
anyway.
So, and then of course the fast way is come in through a trusted source, like if a referral trusted source, or if you were the speaker, an authoritative speaker.
Okay.
That's the fast way to get that's the way to get credibility fast.
Yeah.
But otherwise, it takes multiple contacts over time with the right message. And the further up the food chain you go, the harder it is because they got a lot of entrenched relationships and they got a lot of stuff going on versus somebody who's not as busy.
Yeah.
It's typically a C attorney who's not as busy, don't have as many things going on.
Yeah. I have run into a couple people that they're just getting started. They don't have any cases for PI. They're doing family as well, family law
Well,
or
here's the great thing about that.
Mhm.
Obviously, those are going to be easier to get into, and they're going to be more willing to listen to you because they don't know much.
Yeah.
So you literally can show them how all this works. That just happened with a law firm I just met the other day. I was at a networking event and they just started adding personal injury.
Okay.
So I said, hey, I'll be glad to come down and teach you, the basics of how it works. They go, yeah, you do that. I go, yeah, no problem. So now I'm going down there. I'm scheduled to go down there and teach them the basics of how all these personal injury cases are put together. In other words, it's a sales presentation.
Yeah.
Who's the authority immediately?
Yeah. You are.
Yeah. So right from day one, I get their business.
Nice.
That's how that works.
Okay.
But
Yeah.
yet all these guys, they learn a little bit and then they go after the big dog, who's on TV or on the bus. Like they don't have any relationships,
Right.
you know. person's been in business for 20 years and it's like they don't have any deep rooted relationships and they're not busy.
Right.
They'll just listen to you the first time you talk. Yeah,
And
right.
and they happen to be in multiple states and yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
I had
That's
a, I had a chiropractor do that one time. He said, well, before he hired me, he goes, well, I sent out 500 postcards and I didn't get one referral.
what,
He expected a referral from a postcard and one postcard.
all right.
I'm like, boy, you are so far off.
All
You're in
right.
la land.
Well, and that's what I'm
I'm
seeing.
like, guess how many messages he's getting a day? The average person gets like 4,000 to 7,000 marketing messages a day. I said, you're at least getting 4,000 messages a day. How many of those are you acting on? Are you
Yeah.
stopping for every one of those and buying and interacting with every one of those messages as you drive down the road and you see them? Then
No.
why should they?
Right.
He was, I mean, everybody's so narcissistic about how they think business is going to react to them.
Right. Yeah.